Hey, good morning, and welcome to the Vision Alignment Show, where we all understand how important it is to know that we all have blindness in our lives. If we can understand that blindness and really embrace it, then we can go so much farther. We can be so much more successful, so much more happy in our everyday lives. It'll make all the difference in the world. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I've got a big show lined up for today, but also I want to tell you a little bit more about what's coming up after this in the coming days. So stay tuned, and we will be right back. And thank you. It's so great to have you on this morning. Oh, it's going to be a great day. Much like yesterday was a great day. Oh, yesterday was glorious from a weather perspective, but also glorious from a vision alignment point of view. So we had Kelly Robinson on, and Kelly Robinson was phenomenal. Hopefully you got a chance to see that. If you didn't, go back and listen to the replay. And when you're in there, put in a hashtag replay and let me know where you're coming in from. So much like today, when you're on this show, if you would, please put in the comments of this vision alignment. Put in a hashtag of where you're coming in from and a hashtag live, but also share this video out with as many people as you would think of, because the more you share this video with other people, the more that they will start to come onto it and be able to get more value from it as you have. So thank you so much for that. What else? So we've got the Vision Alignment Show. We've got the sharing of the videos. We've got yes. In your timeline, put a picture of you winking, and when you wink, I want you to think about what makes you unique. Because if we all know what makes us unique, we'll start to understand this thing inside of us that desires to help other people. Because we all have an innate desire to help other people. We don't always do that. We don't always, reach out. But if we can understand what makes us unique, then we'll be able to, we'll be more apt to use that superpower, if you will, and reach out to other people. So that's important. If you would, put a picture of yourself winking in your timeline. You're going to be registered to win a free signed copy of my book. Sometimes it does take a brain surgeon. So thank you so much for that. Also, if you're interested in being a part of the community and really knowing more about what's going on with me and this organization, also I want you to go out to brianwagner.live and sign up for it's more than a newsletter. You're going to get more information. You're going to get blog posts. You're going to get a lot of valuable information from this. So please do that, and I would appreciate that. If you ever have any questions, by all means, let me know. I'd love to answer them, but I'm going to leave that up while we talk here a little bit, and then I'm going to also make sure that you understand that we're here to serve you, and that's what we want to. We want to make sure that we continue to do in whatever form or fashion you would have us. So that's our goal. So our goal was to do that when we reached out to this organization probably 3 years ago. And the lady's name was Jill. And I reached out to her, and we actually got together. We had breakfast. This is pre-COVID, so breakfast was still a thing. But we had a nice conversation. We talked about everything that was going on with her. Also, we talked about what was going on with their organization. And, we saw some good fits. Now, fast forward 3 years, we haven't done much in terms of actually being on site to help, but we've, continued to stay in touch and reach out. So fast forward to 3 years, and Jill actually left the company, and she went to another organization where she is more in a philanthropic way, more in a not-for-profit organization. So she told me about the new person that was on in her place, and her name happened to be Jill. Okay, so fair enough. I reached out to Jill, and we exchanged emails. We really weren't able to get there and meet in person yet. We weren't able to talk in person. So it was just a couple of emails back and forth. So that was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. In the meantime, I got a note from a friend of mine, and he is responsible for the young professionals group here in Columbus, where I live. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. That's terrible. I'll work on muting myself next time. Anyway, so this person that I work with, a friend of mine, I reached out to, just talking to him, seeing how things are going. He actually said there was an instance where he was going to have a speakers roundtable, kind of, where he's going to invite 5 different speakers to come and be a part of this group, and it's part of his academy that he leads. So the academy is for the Columbus young professionals. Okay, great. I said, sure, I'd be willing to be a part of that. And, there was no money being exchanged or anything like that, but I mean, that's fine. I love to be a part. I love to be of service to any organization like that in order to help them to be able to understand more of what I do and understand more of what they do as well. So it's been interesting. Having said that, I didn't know where that was going to go. So we had the meeting last Friday and began to understand, so I did my talk, my 15-minute talk. And at the end of it, there was other speakers that had to go yet. Well, the other speakers went. And at the end of that talk, we went into breakout rooms. So each of us had our own breakout room. Each speaker had their own breakout room. So I went into my breakout room to see who was there, because you could go to any person's breakout room you wanted to. So there was 40 young professionals that were part of the academy that were there to listen. And there's 40 of them, and they're in my breakout room. There could have been 40 people, there could have been no people. Well, when I got to my breakout room, there was one person. And that one person was Jill, the person that I had talked to about via email weeks before, talked to about getting together with her. So right there, boom. This became apparent to me that my vision was so important, because my vision is to be able to help other people. My vision is to be able to embrace other people's blindness, embrace your own personal blindness to achieve a greater vision for your life. So when I embraced that and I knew that that was what I should be doing, nothing else seemed to matter. So I stayed on that path, going forward with what it is that I felt as though I should be doing. And Jill was there. So I think that's a lesson for us all. You can call it a coincidence, but I don't really believe in coincidence. I give a lot of credit to a higher power for that, and I'm just so thankful that everything worked out. That Jill was there that day. That Jill replied to that email, back a few weeks ago, and everything worked out from Derek's perspective, my friend, how he had set this club up. So yeah, there's a lot to be said about the serendipity that went along with that. But at the same time, you have to make sure that you are doing the work, because luck, it's really where preparation meets opportunity. And now, I've heard that saying before, but there's a lot of truth to that. Luck is where preparation meets opportunity. So, having said that, I want to leave you with that today. How you just need to keep working. You need to keep working on your vision, and someday, everything is going to come in alignment. And you're going to know that it's in alignment because you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you are starting to see the success that you're supposed to see. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you being on today, and this has been great. If there's everything that I can do for you, by all means, let me know. And as always, keep one eye on the road. Thank you, and take care. Bye.